it going, everybody? Welcome to another bloody week, another episode of Coffee Talk. Yeah, that's right. This is the podcast where we... what do we do here? Everything just kind of sucks right now. But I'm one of your hosts, Matt, and I'm joined by a couple of my fellow domestic terrorists, Taryn and Brandon.
Oh, my God.
How's your guys' week? I think by the definition, we're technically domestic terrorists because of what we believe in, right?
Yeah.
Thought crimes, all that? Double speak?
Yeah. The world's just falling apart, man.
There was they just came out, though, and they said, no, of course we didn't mean it by its literal definition. We just had officials publish that that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, how was your guys' week? I saw you guys, Taryn, you beat Combat Evolved last night. Brandon,
Yep.
you played some AVP. How'd that go? Regale me with your conquests.
I played Combat Evolved on Steam. I already have all of the Xbox achievements for every Halo game, so I'm going to go for Steam achievements now.
Oh, nice. Running it back.
Do it all again.
Yep. If you want to see more, obviously I stream on Twitch, Sliverwolf5. But
That's right, Sliverwolf5 on Twitch. He's a good guy. Fun community. Join the Discord.
Yeah.
Be a part of something.
yeah.
And Brandon, tell me about AVP. You definitely didn't get scared at all last night.
Yeah,
from what I remember.
Started playing AVP 2 last night, playing the Marine campaign. Spooked shitless.
Oh,
It was good.
Just monsters popping out the ceiling.
that's awesome.
I also had a
game-
truck thrown at me once. my very first death in the run, I was trying to run across a bridge, and something blew up my truck that I was standing right
Yeah,
next to.
It launched across the... No, that
That
another one
wasn't
got
the thrown
launched.
truck, but I did get a truck thrown at me. So
Yeah.
Yes. And, of course, you can check these out on everybody's Twitch channels.
Yep.
I've been playing Silent Hill 3. We're at the final boss battle, or final boss battle.
Yeah. You played Reanimal the other day, too?
Oh, and the Reanimal demo. Oh, my
Yeah.
gosh, that game.
That game looks really fun. I'm excited.
Yeah, we're having a brief moment of levity here before we cut into the actual crud of the episode. But yeah, Reanimal, it might be the game of the year for me. I don't know. Based on the demo, it's fantastic.
Yep.
You can put organs on your head. Come on, what other game can you
well,
do
apparently it's not going to be Unemployment Simulator because you fucking dropped that from your draft.
that? Yeah, I dropped that. That's not getting reviewed. There's not going to be reviews. I'm very nervous about what's the other one that I got? The Baby Simulator?
Baby Simulator 20.
Not Baby Simulator. It's a Space Warlord Baby Trading Simulator where you trade babies like they're crypto.
Oh.
And I'm
Hell
kind of
yeah.
nervous about that one. It's made by these guys who've gotten quite a bit of what do you call it? Gained a lot of ground these past few years. They've released some really good games, but I'm nervous that critics just aren't going to review it because the last Warlord Trading Simulator game didn't get reviewed enough to have a score on Metacritic. So, yeah, maybe this one's different.
Yep.
So. Yeah, and you can check Brandon out at B Jonesy. That's just a capital B Jonesy.
Yep.
SEY Jonesy on Twitch, and you can check me out at Jackal, like the African dog. I think it's African. Jackal 194. And it's Taryn Sliverwolf5. Sliver like a little piece of metal.
Yep.
And Wolf 5.
Yep.
Okay, fellas, that's it for our fun little talk. Let's get into
The orange baby instead of
the one Hitler 2.0.
Go. What's the news? Hey, is there something new? What's the news? Say what you want to say.
Oh my God, yeah.
Call him that. Allegedly. Not allegedly. He's killing people.
Yep.
His organization has killed citizens who meant no harm. Both of them.
Yep.
Upstanding citizens. We're talking, of course, about Renee Good and Alex Preddy. Is
Yep.
it Preddy or Pretty?
I think
I
it's
don't know.
Preddy.
Preddy. That's what I'm going to call him.
Mhm.
Two great people whose lives were put to an end by the Gestapo. And despite what conservatives will tell you, you should be worried about these people.
Yeah.
We're talking about ICE, of course, because for the prime thing about ICE, why you should be worried about them, is that they have no method of self-regulation internally. They cannot investigate themselves to make themselves better. That's why they can keep hiring people who just kill people, and it's been happening since they were made. Like the immigrants, they kill immigrants all the time. They're so corrupt. They're the most corrupt. They're the most corrupt finger of government. You know, they're criminals themselves. They kill people. They run drugs. They take bribes. Horrible, horrible fucking people, and they're the ones that are bringing about. I saw a billboard the other day driving through a town, and it said, "Prepare for America's next golden age." It was by the Heritage Foundation. They're the people that are bringing the golden age. They're on the streets. They're shooting civilians.
Yeah.
They're shooting immigrants. Sometimes they're not illegal immigrants. And even if they were illegal, we'll cut into that as well. What it really means to be.
I think we have the right to due process as American, or as just citizens. You know, as a human being.
As a person, as a human being. We'll get into what it means to be an illegal immigrant. But ICE, I think we can all agree. Fuck ICE.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do
just
want
fuck
to.
fuck 'em.
I think it would be good to. I pulled up the dictionary definition. I want to lay out cleanly and broadly what the definition of fascism is. So, a populist political philosophy.
Wait.
Yep.
Wait, Taryn, I thought from all the conservative people I talked to, you can't define fascism. It has no definition.
No, this is from Merriam-Webster Dictionary. So I think it has a definition, and I think we
that
can
libtard.
I think
God
we
damn
can
him.
broadly accept the definition of fascism, and we can see if it applies. All right, judging by ourselves and our own two eyeballs. Okay, a populist political philosophy, movement of or regime, such as of that of fascists, that exalts nations and often race above individuals, that is associated with a centralized autocratic government headed by a dictatorial leader, and that is characterized by severe economic and social regime and forcible suppression of opposition.
I don't know what you're talking about. That doesn't sound anything like what we're going through from Mr. Dictator for a day.
Yeah, they just fired everybody who didn't agree with them and are threatening people with guns now in the streets.
Yeah.
That's not fascist at all.
And the second point is a tendency towards an actual exercise or strong autocratic or dictatorial control. So, yeah.
There isn't a godhead right now at the top of the government that people suck on his toes, wish they could. That's not a thing people want to do, right? To Donald Trump. God, yeah. Thank you for that definition, Slick.
Yes, I figure
Taryn.
that's a good, starting point to where we could have a conversation.
That's a great starting point. I mean, we're there. We've been there. This is what people have been, warning everybody about. Like, hey, this is fascism. If you can't see it, then you're a fascist.
You're probably blind to it because you're a part of it.
Yeah, you don't want to see it because you're like, I'm not a bad guy. But
See, here's the thing. A lot of people, they don't believe themselves as to be evil. And I get that because people think that they're on the right side of history. However, it's the healthiness of questioning yourself and your own intentions that I feel like that can justify whether or not you actually are on the right side of history or not. Because do you guys think that the Nazi regime thought they were bad? No, of course not. They were they thought they were doing the right thing for the nation's interests. But we know, and history has shown that they were the bad guys.
Right. Yeah. That's what you got to think about is remember, Hitler thought he was the good guy. Like, There were some Nazis that knew they were bad and they were just fine with that, you know, because they were
Following
making
orders.
a lot of money. Yeah, well, not even just the following order ones, but I mean the ones at the top. They were like, yeah, this is bad, and by the end of the regime, they were trying to distance themselves from it.
Yeah.
But I think even then they were like, yeah, we don't like the Jews, we don't like gay people, we don't like black people, we don't like communists, we don't like any of that stuff. So we're going to do whatever it takes and get rid of them.
Yeah.
You know, and they were totally fine with that.
I believe.
It's not. Yeah, go ahead.
I believe before Hitler rose to power, actually, a lot of the board, like the to elect him as chancellor, I believe they were warning against Hitler to other countries, saying like, "Hey, you guys shouldn't let this guy be powerful." I think they were actually warning the like Europe nations and also the Americans.
Yeah, that's the thing. So there was, well, who is it? It was like the chancellor, basically the man in charge of Germany at the time was really sick, and Hitler kind of got into his ear. He played like a Grima worm tongue to him, and he got him to he got the chancellor to like elect him as head of something, and that allowed Hitler to kind of oust people, like get rid of
the opposition.
his opposition, yeah, and all the people that were like, this guy is bad. Hey, do something about it. And nobody did anything. And then he got rid of a few people, and then he just left. They gave up the fight.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's one thing to remember. If you give up, they win at all.
Yeah. See, a lot of it is kind of echoing what's happening in the United States, obviously. That's the reason why we're having this conversation. Because clearly, Donald Trump is going after the opposition. Like, without a doubt, he's enforcing ICE in blue states or anybody that disagrees with him. And do you think if he had a chance, he could lock up like his political opponents? Of course he would. Like,
yeah, the Supreme Court ruled that he could assassinate his political opponents and not be tried for it.
Yeah.
Remember? That was when Biden was in office.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, technically the president can do whatever they want.
without checks
Which
and
is
balances.
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's getting rid of the checks and balances. I mean, yeah. Go ahead, continue your point there.
I just wanted to say, like, I know it's against the Constitution, but to run against a third term, but there is talks at high levels of the government for Trump to run against another third term. That is being floated around, and like I think his name is Bill Burr. He's actually went in public saying that they have teams planning these kind of events. Like, they're trying to continue to break the Constitution.
Hold on a minute. Bill Burr's the comedian.
Bill Barr.
Oh, not Bill Burr. Bill Barr. Sorry.
Bill
My
Burr
bad.
just
Still morning. My bad. Did not
I
mean
think
to
Bill
say
Burr
Bill
hates
Burr.
Trump. We'll just.
Well, yeah.
Sorry, Bill.
But misslip there. Still morning, still tired. Yes, Bill Barr said that they're trying to run again for another third term.
Yeah, they're doing all they can to figure it out. I believe they have like Trump 2028 hats at the White House gift shop.
It just shows you that with the oppression of the other side, which is what he's doing, and the fact that he's trying to gear up for another term, for a third term, that means that nothing's out of the realm of possibility. Like, he's going to lock up his political opponents. That's going to happen.
He's already talked about trying to cancel
he's
midterms.
not like, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of this with ICE is a way for him to figure out, maybe let's cause enough chaos.
Yeah.
And either the city won't be able to vote on the election, these places won't be able to vote on the elections, or, we'll just say it, we'll get it out of the way. Civil war.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll talk about that in a bit.
I don't think it will happen. I don't think civil war will happen. I know it looks really bad, but
I can take that bet. We can bet. That's a tough bet.
Well, here's
the
the
fact
thing.
that you have to think about, do I want to take that bet?
Okay, here's
is
the
a
thing.
bad sign.
Okay, yes, that is a bad sign, and yes, we are at a very precarious moment in the United States history. However, I see the massive protests going on in Minnesota and all across the country, in like Chicago and also like LA. I see all of them where there's tens of thousands of people. So I know tens of thousands of people, they're clearly seeing what is going on. Like, this is gotta stop. This has to stop.
More and more people, even on the conservative side, are like, this
is way too far. This has got to stop.
We don't want this. Yeah. So I also kind of agree with that. If it were to happen, I don't even think that our military, like the U.S. military, would react if Trump was like, "Hey, start killing people." I don't think they would.
Well, ICE does.
They would pay him any money. Yeah. Well, that's because ICE is a bunch of chud losers. Chud is the new term for them, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you've heard that. That's what we're supposed to call them. It's like how they call us liberal cucks.
So,
or whatever.
I try not to watch a lot of the news. Like, I mean, I do, obviously, but, because it's so damn depressing. Recently,
really
after these 2 Minnesota killings, I saw one defense argument being made about how these poor ICE officers, where they're being screamed like, go fuck yourself, like for 8 hours straight. I'm sorry, but have you ever worked a customer service job? That's the entire day is go fuck yourself.
Yeah, a retail job is worse than ICE, and you don't get a $50,000 bonus.
Oh yeah, that there's that too. Yeah.
You know, fuck you. If you're willing to be the American version, it's not the Gestapo, because the Gestapo was actually trained. There was one. It was like the precursor to the Gestapo. Brandon, do you remember what that is? Or Karen, either of you?
Well,
you know what I'm
like,
talking about,
though? SS, which is like the private, I think it was.
Well, that's SS and Gestapo. They're like the part of the same thing.
Yeah.
But there was another one. It was a paramilitary group made up of basically what ICE people are now. Like, they're just a bunch of slobs and drunks who can't, who are like overweight, who actually aren't educated about things, and it was really sloppily run. And they kind of did the same thing in Germany.
They feel like they have power now because they got bullied in, like, I don't know, school or something.
Yeah. And a lot of them went on to join the SS and the Gestapo, but it was a paramilitary thing that Heinrich Himmler eventually usurped and kind of took over because they were being sloppy, like ICE currently is. Like,
But can we acknowledge the blatant lies that's coming from the administration? Holy fuck. Like,
there's so many lies. It's so obvious.
Let's not be like, let's not I don't know. Let's not lie to anybody here. The fact that we have cameras and cell phone footage, do you think that ICE would want them being recorded? Of course not. Of course not. If they can get away with their crimes, they absolutely would.
There's a reason they're wearing masks and no identification besides the ICE patch.
Exactly.
Yep.
And then the fact that we are recording them and holding them accountable, they fucking hate it, and they target us because of it. They don't want it to. They don't want to be held accountable. And then when we see things like when Renee Good backing up and turning right to go away from the officer, a lot of people say
driving.
A lot of people say she was trying to aim for the ICE officer. Here's the way I think happened. I think she was actually waving them on, and then when the ICE officers got out of the car and then rushed up to her door to open it, I think she panicked. And in a panic, it's fight or flight. She chose to flee, and the ICE officer, who was trained, should have been trained not to cross in front of the vehicle, was there, and then he got scared and then wanted just to murder them because he was also tilted because of what the other girl said. So
yeah.
I think that is just a bad scenario and a bad set of circumstances. But I think she was just trying to flee. They already had her license plate number. They can go after her anytime.
They're supposed to be immigration enforcement.
But also,
they're not fucking police.
Yeah, she wasn't doing anything wrong. She was trying to get out of the road, basically. You know, from what I saw, she was moving out of the way, and then they rush up to her because she's there at all. Like, what are we doing, guys? That's I know, it's crazy. You could just let her go.
And then in the case of Reddy, He was trying to help the woman that got pushed, like, and then he gets tackled, and then they see a gun.
They push him over. He stands up. He tries to walk away. They grab him. They push him down, and then they execute him.
Yes,
literally, he's on. They hold the gun to the back of his head while he's being while they're wrestling with him.
Yeah,
and they shoot him in the back of the fucking head.
Yeah.
And the DHS comes out and they're like, the guy was a domestic terrorist. ICE was defending themselves. The guy had his fucking hands up. What are we doing?
Yeah.
God damn it.
He had
you
a
can't,
weapon though. I'm sorry, but do we all forget that Kyle Rittenhouse had a weapon?
I have weapons right now, and it's not illegal. You can walk outside if you are registered. Even in Iowa, you can open carry without a permit. Yep. Open carry. You can walk around with a gun in your hand and not get arrested. In Minnesota, I think it's just concealed carry.
But he had his license.
Yeah, he had his license. He was a legal owner of a gun.
Yeah.
And he was killed because of it. Yeah. And I think they're talking about maybe investigating this
they'll
one.
investigate it, I'm sure.
They decided,
in air quotes.
Yeah, I don't... Yeah. It's being pushed against so hard. Like there's calls now for, I believe it's Stephen Miller and Kristi Noem to resign from the, I can't remember what the organization is. They're the ones that kind of run the department.
The PR of it.
Yeah, well, they're the PR of, they're the government organization that I.C.E. and all of that lies under. Mm-hmm. But all of these people, it doesn't matter if they resign, they are scapegoats.
Yeah.
Remember that. Everybody is expendable in the Trump organization.
Yeah, because the only person that wants to be a dictator is Trump.
I don't know about the only person, but yeah, right now that's the only person people want to be a dictator. Yeah. That's the MAGA base. They want Trump to be the dictator.
Yeah.
And all of this,
I do want to
we still have, I think, 2 million Epstein files to release that probably prove Trump is a pedophile.
Yeah.
I mean, not that it hasn't already proved that he has raped people.
He was held civilly liable. People don't know that.
Yeah, or they do. They know it, but they don't care, Taryn. They're fine with it. It was cool. It was cool to marry a 6-year-old back in the 30s. So it's cool for President Trump to rape people now. So it's fine.
Far world from fine, but okay.
It's so far from fine.
I do want to say something though. When we were still talking about ICE, it should say something to the average American that Renee's good last words were, "I'm not even mad," which could be taken a little bit like sarcasm. Like, I'm not even mad at you. Like, I could understand that argument there. And Alex Peretti's final words were, "Are you okay?" Those were the last two things both those individuals said. I think that kind of shows you the kind of people who they were. Like, just in their last moments, they were trying to, move on and try to help rather than hurt.
Yeah. The problem with these people is I can easily see myself being in their situation and the same thing happening to me. Mm-hmm. Like it was with Peretti.
Wanting to help someone.
A woman getting pushed down on the street, you see that and you're like, Jesus Christ, why are you pushing this woman over? She's a woman.
Yeah.
Going over to help her. Getting pepper sprayed myself, falling down, getting attacked, and then who knows what happens? Because a bunch of fucking apes, I don't want to say the bad R word, but basically these mentally deficient oafs have guns and they want to pull the trigger. Brandon, how do you feel? You haven't talked much. Give me your thoughts. Just let it all out.
The entire thing is just fucked all around. These are a little more than high school bullies who have been given guns and free reign to do what they please.
Yes.
Yeah. A good argument would be like, sorry, not a good argument, but like it's insane why we weaponize these people, because ICE should not have to have weapons at all. Period. Like, It's like giving a mail carrier a gun. They don't need a gun to serve their job. Like what?
Yeah, they shouldn't. The problem isn't the need. We should work on the base. We should work on why they need a gun in the first place.
Yes.
Why try to solve a problem that can with a gun that could probably be solved with like a scalpel or something.
This sort of flies back to the fucking boat strikes they've been doing here.
Oh, yeah. Are you talking like the Argentina?
The Venezuela, all the like
drug
the supposed drug boats they've been blowing up. Like, first off, if these are drug dealers, one, that's not a death sentence. Two, even if it were, why do you need to be spending all this money blowing them the fuck up? Just fucking arrest them. Like you're supposed to.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know the soft power that we have, and we could make it in the interests of other countries to do the right thing. We absolutely can do that. And if we want to, like, let's say, crack down on drug crime, we could do that. We could go to Venezuela and we could say, you know what, we will help you out economically if you give us like what is going on with the drugs. Like, we couldn't do these like kind of cooperative intercontinental country relations. That is a diplomatic solution rather than just straight up fucking bombing and killing people. Like, I don't understand why we have to just strike with force every fucking time.
Rather than insurrections that are going to breed hatred from their populace to us,
Yeah.
Reach a hand out rather than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fully agree with that.
I wanted to kind of shift gears and talk about the economy because, like, with Trump's tariffs, the economy is so fucking bad.
He's threatening, what is it, 100% tariffs on European countries that don't support our shit about Greenland or something like that.
Yeah.
Again, we talked about this the other week.
They are our allies. Like, what are we doing?
We're already there. We already have a base. We don't need to own Greenland.
Yeah.
We have natural resources.
Denmark says if you want to have another military base on there, you might go ahead. Like, it's basically like ours already, but he just like wants to have his name on it. I don't understand it. Like, it's part of NATO. We're allowed to have military operations. What the fuck?
I think it's resource rights for when all the ice melts, maybe, is the big thing. But like we're acting like it's a military thing, but it's also not.
I don't know.
The economy, not great. Brandon, how do you feel about the economy?
I'm just glad I already don't buy a whole lot in general in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I buy video games. Video games have gone up.
I feel like video games are always going to go up. RAM prices, even without all the tariff bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to be fair, I think they're still pretty good. I mean, $80, quite a lot of money. But if you buy like 2 games a year, that's probably fine. And a lot of games we buy are cheap ass.
That being said, I'm probably not going to be buying any new computer parts anytime soon.
Oh, God, no.
Thanks, AI.
Yeah,
and thanks, inflation.
Guys, don't worry. AI is going to collapse this year. Remember?
I hope so.
It's going to happen.
I hope all their fucking data centers burn to the ground.
Oh, speaking of bingo cards real fast, I've been seeing little hints here and there about gun control for people who are deemed, quote-unquote, domestic terrorists.
I don't know why you utter words like that and make them into existence.
I'm so sorry, guys. I that's just circling around. I don't think it's actually going to happen, but I think now more than ever it could happen.
Go ahead and manifest a heart clog into this entire administration and just speed up the process.
Yeah, I would love to. What happened? Was it a few weeks ago we talked about somebody and then they died?
No.
Remember that?
It wasn't Rikishi Baron, was it?
No, it wasn't him. But I made a joke like, "Oh, our next episode should be about." No, it was an episode thing that we did, And then it happened like in the real life, so I was like, "Oh, we're cursed."
Yeah.
And I think I joked to you, Taryn, our next episode should be about presidential assassinations.
Yeah.
So that way,
We got a lot of good ideas coming up for other episodes, but I wanted to talk about the economy. I know, obviously.
Yeah, let's get into the economy. I'm sorry for stonewalling you
here. So obviously food prices are up, but I wanted to make a comparison to something else that is going on concurrent in the world with Iran's economy. So 40% inflation over the last 5 years, year over year, for Iran has caused Iran's money to be like ash. It's worthless. And due to that, they have been a series of protests against the Ayatollah, which, again, I don't care about Iran too much. I mean, I don't have any dog in that fight. I really don't care. I know we went to war with them, but I don't know too much about their history. I don't have any I could be swayed one way or another. I don't really care. But I just want to show this economic pattern where there is less investment going in, and there's also less jobs being created, and because of the sanctions and them fueling the war efforts with nuclear power and trying to become a nuclear power, they are mismanaging a lot of funds, and it's just rampant corruption, which that's going to happen. And the problem is now everybody in Iran is pissed. And it just shows you, even with their economy growing 2 to 3%, which should be good.
Yes.
It should, because they have a massive oil deposit. They are the 7th largest oil deposit country in the world. They obviously sell a shit ton to China, but even with that growth, they are still on the brink of collapse. It is insane. Just the parallels that with isolationists, with because Iran is isolated basically from the UN and the world and Europe, and isolationist economic sanctions with inflation, it has done a number on Iran's economics. But I just kind of look at what's going on in the United States, where I know job growths are slowing down. I know because of tariffs, that's going to be less investment. I know that it is a riskier market now than it ever has been. I know all of these, when we're trying to make our ally friends in NATO our enemies, I guess, that's not going to help investment. That's not going to help foreign relations, and it's only going to hurt. And so you could just take this pattern and just overlay it to the United States, and you can kind of see what's going to happen in the United States if we just follow down this trend. It's not going to be a good one.
It's probably not going to be getting better anytime soon, honestly. Even if Trump is gone, I think all that trust is just gone.
Yeah. Right. I would say it takes a decade just foreign relations.
It's going to be more than a decade.
Oh, yeah. I was telling my parents about this last weekend, where every time the United States tries to make an enemy or tries to say no to a deal, it's China that's always really, really smart with foreign relations. That's the best tool that China has ever had, is they're so polite and they're so ready to make relations with anybody that we say no to, because they want to be a powerhouse just like us. I mean,
that's the truly scary thing, I think, about China, because they are authoritarian. They kill people, they disappear people, but they also don't rock the global boat. You know what I mean? They're quick to step in.
We'll see when it comes to Taiwan, but
but I mean, that's also
minor.
I mean, that is a global boat, but I mean, that's the thing. That's a personal thing for them. You know what I mean? They still see Taiwan as part of China. Not saying that it's not horrible. I think Taiwan should be free.
There goes our Chinese
that's
listeners.
a different
right there.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry you can't listen to this. Go listen to this use a VPN.
Tiananmen Square happened.
Yeah. Go tell Winnie the Pooh to fuck off over there, and come back.
Okay.
That's what they call the Xi I can't talk. Why did I just? Okay, you guys need to let me not talk about that.
All right.
I don't know. I can't pronounce words right now. Somebody save me. Somebody please come in and save me.
I like
Help
this
me.
grave you're digging.
No, you're just making me. Xi Jinping. That's
There
what
you
they
go.
call Xi Jinping.
There you go.
God, I got stuck in a loop there. I felt like an AI chatbot talking to itself.
Oh my god.
That makes him really pissed off. I think he was arresting people for a time for calling him that or comparing him to that.
I did not know that.
Back in the protests, yeah. Yeah, China, that's why China's so fucking scary. And I think they're one of the only developed nations, probably not the only, but they're trying to get a big foothold in Africa. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
And I could just be talking out of my ass here, but like, the United States, most countries, white countries, have ignored African countries because they're incredibly racist.
Yes.
And no other reason.
Yep.
They're like, oh, they don't really deserve actual like humanitarian aid or to be helped to be brought into like the first world.
They are really focused on Africa. I do know they have strong ties with India as well.
Yeah. Yep.
And they're just trying to broaden their outreach because I mean they want to become a superpower as bigger than us, and that's scary. Like when you're entering, like they are definitely like a serious contender and a powerhouse.
They're
I would say a lot of people with nuclear weapons are, but it's even more so when we are fighting each other rather than helping each other become stronger. I don't understand why we're cutting ourselves at the kneecaps and letting them get bigger.
Right. They're definitely in the don't interrupt your enemy when they're making a mistake phase.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brandon,
what are your thoughts on China? I know you're a big Taiwan hater. Defend yourself.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Hong Kong has some good cinema. I'll say that.
Yeah.
But
Jackie Chan. Shout out to Jackie Chan.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Jack Chan, kind of a piece of
Not
shit.
a fan of gay people, right?
No, his daughter, lesbian.
did not know
disowned
that.
her.
I had no idea about any of that.
Yeah, he disowned her so that way the Chinese government would still like him, I think. It was the thing. Yep.
But as far as China, they're kind of winning the race right now.
Yeah.
And it's,
Sad.
what? It's sad. I don't know.
We've got fucking Dick Dastardly at the head of our fucking country. He's trying to get ahead, kneecap everyone else, and he's just
Did you guys
breaking us.
see
in
the
process.
article that he's apparently made over $1 trillion personally since he began his presidency?
Did not know that.
Yeah,
I can believe
it. Just
it.
came out. It was like here's how President Trump has siphoned more than $1 trillion from
That's fucking insane.
since he started office.
How many crypto rug
I think
pulls
it's
is
just
he
the
up
one.
to?
I think crypto kind of fell off. I don't think people are talking about crypto.
Did we all forget that like presidents should not be ahead of a business like when they're president? That's the whole thing with like
Darren, it's fine. He just gave all of his businesses over to his children, right?
It's
fine.
Was it Jimmy Carter in the peanut is that him? The
He
peanut
let
farm?
go of it. He's
Yeah.
like, no, I can't own this peanut farm.
Yeah. I
'Cause
think
I'm
it
the
was
president.
Jimmy Carter at least. There was
Yeah,
like
it was.
And then I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like, and then every president that's had businesses had to have other people in like a blind trust where they manage it while they're just doing the presidency. Did we forget about this as a country? That's just one thing that's corrupt. That's
No, we're
one
just
minor thing now. That
with-
should have been a big deal.
Yeah, we're just cool with blatant corruption now, I think is the thing. I think people are just more than fine with it. And currently Democrats, especially in the last like 10 years, have kind of been spineless. I think that's part of a
Congress
big
has been
reason why we
spineless.
got here.
Holy fuck.
Congress
and the
has been
judicial.
spineless. Yeah. The judiciary, nobody wants to just be like, no, fuck you, go to jail or anything like that. Or, nobody's doing it if they can do it. They're not doing the right things. I think a lot of people discount how not progressive older Democrats are. Like there are a few of them. There's that Jasmine Crockett and AOC, obviously.
She's pretty good.
Both of them are actually progressive, and they do want kind of what's best for society.
Yeah.
But a lot of Democrats just want to get their bag and get the fuck out. Or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're no different than the Republicans.
They vote Republicans 60 or 80% of the time.
Same corporate donors.
What'd you say, Taryn? I didn't.
They vote the Republican like 60 or 80% of the time, anyways. Like it's it's bad.
Yeah.
A lot of it's, and I don't want to be mean and ageist here, but holy fuck, when are they gonna die off? Holy fuck, they're 90 or something in fucking Congress.
Guys, Iowa has the oldest ever, I think, serving our longest ever serving congressman, right?
That's insane.
Chuck.
I don't know if he's the longest serving. Was Strom Thurmond? He went to 102. I don't know how long he served though. Good old Grassley.
But
yeah, he's been in Congress forever.
I remember like a year ago when Mitch McConnell just like blanked out and everybody just, what happened? Like he's not there.
Fucking California had Dianne Feinstein. You know, wheeling out, and she looked fucking rough. In those last few years, she was looking like fucking Davros from Doctor Who.
Yeah,
there should be term limits on Congress, and there should be term limits in the judiciary.
All right, so here's how it went down. Chuck Grassley is the 7th longest serving member of Congress at 51 years and 21 days. He was born in 1933.
Holy fuck!
And he's still there. He was
born before World War II.
He is literally older than the chocolate chip cookie.
God damn.
Okay, hold on a minute. Why is the chocolate chip cookie not ancient? Let's get into that real fast. We'll just put the brakes on this episode. Brandon, let's hear about the chocolate chip cookie. What the fuck?
Hold on. I'm gonna look this up.
I thought the chocolate chip cookie seems like something that should have been around for like hundreds of years, right?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
I don't know.
I mean, is chocolate not that old? When did we invent chocolate?
I don't fucking know any of those answers.
Yeah, Chuck Grassley, 51 years in Congress. Way too long. I remember in kindergarten, our teachers telling us, there's Chuck Grassley. He's one of the oldest congressmen right now. He's been in...
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. The chocolate chip cookie was around before Grassley. I don't think it was just like a. I don't think it was like a commercial, super commercial business until
Big Toll House came along. I get it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You know, so we got Chuck Grassley here in Iowa. This guy gonna die any day. Still spouting bullshit.
Yeah.
About all of that. And but kindergarten. You go ahead.
For a while there, I think he was like, I don't know, 4th in line for the presidency. Isn't that right? Like
he's
something like that.
He's still 4th in line in the presidency.
It's insane. To me, that is insane.
Right now, it's Vance, Johnson, and Grassley.
That is insane. One of the oldest people that's in serving Congress is going to be 4th in line for presidency.
Yeah. We have a...
And as far as I know, he's still planning to run again.
I want to say I bet he gets voted out, but I don't know, man.
I don't trust our state.
I don't trust...
No.
Here's my conspiracy theory hat coming out. I don't trust any form of election interference, like not happening. To guarantee that, people get reelected. I don't know. I just don't trust it.
Do you guys want to hear an idea I stumbled into last weekend?
Yeah.
This is about like elections and campaigning. How would you guys feel? I'm just kind of floating this out there. If you wanted to run for election, you're entitled to like $80,000. Everybody gets $80,000, whoever wants to run. However, here's a caveat. You have to record every single dollar of those $80,000 going towards your campaign. And if you cannot do it, then you go to prison.
I think that would be. I don't know if $80,000 is. I mean, well, you know
saying, the number is arbitrary, but I'm saying, like the idea is if you can't manage $80,000 to the dollar, then
whatever you have.
What good are you going to be in public service for like running a campaign like a senator? You're not going to be able to do that,
right?
I'm not saying you can't run. I'm saying everybody gets to put on an equal footing with the same amount of money. You cannot have any donations. And then on top of that, it's if you mismanage it, you go to prison because you're just corrupt or ignorant. Like,
right. Yeah. I get what you're saying. Like if it's granted from somewhere.
Yeah. Let's say the government provides you X amount of dollars and then you can run your campaign however you see fit. However much advertisement you want to put in, news and like TV, you can do it so long as you record every single dollar. And then if you can't, then you go to prison and the government gets that money back.
I think these bastards will all find around.
I'm all for finding ways to weed out corruption in that sort of sense.
I'm not saying at all that nobody can run. I'm actually incentivizing for people to run because I'm giving them basically a blank check of $80,000 of like, here, run. Right. Now you just have to be responsible with that money and record it how you are using it for your campaign. Like if you can't do those two minimum things, you shouldn't hold office.
Right. I could see something like that. I definitely think it should be completely illegal for any company in any manner to donate to election funds or campaign funds, through proxies, through PACs. I think that's ridiculous. I think if a company gets
Citizens United, I think it was that
Citizens United, Heritage Fund, all of that stuff. It's so many things. Yeah. If you look at a lot of even Democrats have this problem, but it's a lot of Republicans. Donald Trump, for example, if you look at their average donations, it's way, way higher than than a person that should have. You shouldn't have like $1 million donation to a PAC.
Corporations are not people.
I thought they were.
If they are, they can be. And if they are people, they can be punished exactly like people.
Send them to prison,
or put them in the chair.
Dozens. God damn.
I'm all for fucking taking out some companies. That's fine.
That's very anti-capitalist of you there, Brandon.
You pour fucking poison in the water supply. You deserve take the chair.
You, Dow Chemical.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Monsanto.
Yeah, I hate those guys. That's who I was meaning. Not Dow. I think Dow Chemical's already gone.
Yeah.
Monsanto. Yeah. Fuck those guys.
It's very anti-capitalist of you guys there.
Yeah, of course it is. I mean, here's the thing. Capitalism works because I think in general a lot of people want to work and a lot of people need to work and a lot of people have good ideas. But it doesn't work when that stuff is when like you put a boot on the neck of people like that. You put a boot on the neck of competition. Or you get a man in the government that you pay to pass laws that benefit you and hurt your opponents. That's when
I thought money was speech there, though. I thought money was speech.
If it were, I don't know where I'm going with that. No, it's not. It's just not. It's just not. Guys, I think we're... Go ahead.
I think that's what was ruled in the Supreme Court, though, I think. Citizens United was...
Yeah, it's like an organ... Yeah, they're utilizing their speech or free speech.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not. That's what happens when you pay judges.
Yeah,
you get stuff like that. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Was it Clarence? That was
Clarence Thomas. I mean, they all take him.
Hey! He didn't get paid. He got a motor coach.
How many vacation trips did he have?
Yeah. He didn't get paid. He just got an all expenses 3-month vacation to the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Or wherever. I don't know. He doesn't seem like a Bahamas guy. He's not cool enough.
Again, term limits on Congress, term limits on judiciary.
Yeah, I think if we could, if citizens should be the ones that elect Supreme Court judges, just like we elect, our judges in this,
Well, hold on.
states.
Let's not go that far. Citizens have not made wise choices in the past for elections.
Yeah.
Do you want to? Do you want to go down that rabbit hole?
Well, yeah, because then they would have to run. Yeah, okay. Let's keep judge campaigns out of it. Because then they would just be like, oh, yeah, I'm the judge now. I can make it legal to bribe media organizations and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's. Thanks for talking me down there, Terry.
I feel like our last election is something to say about our, elections of holding, citizens accountable for who we elect for.
You know what I'm more inclined for, actually, I think might be the solution: mandatory voting for everybody. 100% of the population must vote. That's what they do in Australia.
I don't really feel like that solves the problem.
It's not going to solve the problem, but
I think you're just going to have a bunch of more ignorant morons just go in, slap down the first answer that they see, and walk out.
I don't think that's going to solve the problem, but I do think that it should be like a federal holiday where you get the day off.
Oh, yeah. I also agree with that.
I agree with that.
Anyway, just look forward to it.
How is it not? Like, if we get Veterans Day off, but we don't get, election day,
we're required to give you the day off, but my job, what if I'm on an overnight the night before?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I can't make it in. What do I do then? I just can't vote?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Give us all the day off every 4 years, every 2 years, I guess, because that's the midterms. Day off for voting.
Yeah.
Constitutional right. Guys, do you want to put a bullet in the back of this episode's head?
Like Alex?
Yeah, like that guy. Rest in peace. Before we do, I would like to say this. I see posts on Reddit constantly asking why Americans haven't risen up and started shooting back. This is kind of like a humanity thing. I think people both underestimate and overestimate how easy it is to kill people. Obviously on ISIS side, pretty easy. On the bad guy's side. But I think a lot of people underestimate how fucking hard it is to actually point a gun at somebody and think to yourself, I'm going to end this person, no matter how bad they are. Yeah, no matter how bad they are, everything that they've ever lived and seen and experienced, all their memories, all their hopes and dreams, I'm going to pull the trigger and destroy that. It's so hard to do.
Sorry. It's hard to do that for a good person.
That's exactly what I'm saying. And the people in the streets that are protesting against this, I believe, are mostly good people.
Yes.
If you can pull a trigger on a person, if you can't pull a trigger on a person, no matter how bad they seem, you're probably a good person. But if you can just pull a trigger, like nothing's, just doing it,
like a blink of an eye,
like you're killing a rabid dog. Yeah. You're a bad person. You're on the bad team. You're on the bad team. So that's why things haven't kicked off, because there is still good in this world. There are good people out there who believe that there's a better way, that there's another way. We can find another way, that if we make it to an election, if we keep fighting this, if we keep saying we don't want it, that somebody's going to listen. And I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but I do know that if a person does eventually pull the trigger, I think it will be, I don't want to say warranted, but I know, what I'm trying to say is, if that happens, it will not be easy.
Yeah.
And I don't know. We just have to fucking roll with it, man.
Yeah.
I don't want it to happen, but now more than ever, I think it could happen.
Yeah. I do want to say, for the people who are leaning towards the other side because they have buyer's remorse for voting for Trump, I want to say something. We tried to warn you, and I'm not saying I'm not trying to say you were wrong, listen to me or anything. I wanted to say that we all saw what January 6th was. It was an insurrection, and you may feel differently about it, but from the very definition, he tried to stop the certification of the vote. And just because the guardrails held that time does not mean the guardrails are going to hold this time. And they're actually failing. The Constitution and our democracy is failing at the highest level. It's not designed to be corrupted and rot away from the inside. That it was not designed to be that way. When Congress gives their power to the president, when the president has no oversight from the judiciary, then the whole thing is just rampant corruption. And
it's supposed to be a self-checking document.
Yes. And because the whole system is rotted, there's nothing we can do about it from the lower, like the citizens can't do. They can try to elect someone else, but it's not necessarily saying like the deep state or anything. I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, but when you have Congress that are spineless, when you have, it's not even just spineless, but fucking decrepit old people.
Decrepit old people who are too scared to get up and bitch slap somebody.
Yeah.
You know, bring back Senate meetings where a man can get shot. If anybody carries guns, I think it should be senators and the speakers of the House of Representatives. That way, they all have to actually do fucking work.
Yeah.
You know what? You just need to do what they do with the at the Vatican when the Pope dies. You just need to lock them in the fucking room until they
sweat it out.
do their jobs. Yeah. They get bread and water. And they can't fucking leave until they do what they need to do.
So, guys, we got to hold out hope.
Yep.
We just got to keep fighting. Was it Brandon or Taryn? I think you talked about the news.
Yep.
And how watching it makes you depressed. Remember, and I heard this on another podcast, I think it was Behind the Bastards, that the news is depressing because people are spending billions of dollars to make it depressing, so you lose hope.
Yep.
So as long as you have hope, these people are still going to waste their money.
Yep. That's why I like science.
Science fucking rules, bro. Shout out to Bill Nye.
Yeah. Science is cool, and it's interesting, and it's not depressing. It can be depressing, but...
Bill Nye did tell me the planet was on fire, though, so that's kind of...
I mean, that's a minor thing.
It's fine.
We'll figure that one out. The engineers will get on that one.
There's plenty of water around.
Yeah.
That's why we're melting the ice caps. We need to make more water to melt the fire. I.C.E. I got.
You can't have a house fire if the whole thing is underwater.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for this episode of Coffee Talk. Thank you all for listening. Follow us on social media, at YouTube, at Coffee Talk Pod. There's 3 E's in coffee. And, follow us on podcast services around the globe. Same thing. I've been Matt. That's been Taryn and Brandon. You guys have a wonderful day. Stay hopeful.
Yep.
I
know we're a depressing podcast, but stay hopeful.
Stay hopeful.
Stay hopeful and, follow the example of our illustrious action hero, Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Punch a Nazi.
Punch a fucking Nazi. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye. See you next week.
Bye.
It was a fun episode.
That was.
That was good.
I had a little bit of everything in it.
Yeah, it had Iran, had Nazis. It had executions.
Yeah.
But it didn't have any cannibalism.
That's true. We forgot the cannibalism.
Damn it. Brandon, that was your job. You were supposed to bring the cannibals into this. You were
fuck it. Restart.
You were supposed to bring Robert Kennedy into this. I feel like he could eat. I could see him eating people, right?
Oh my God.
To be fair, we have no evidence that he hasn't eaten a person.
True.